You can pass all the laws you want to make it illegal for horses to kick you in the head. It won't matter. It's a natural law of self-defense that God has put in them. I don't need any other civil law to tell me that's natural law. Same thing with liberty. You know, elk don't enslave raccoons and deer don't enslave possums. There's 10 million species in nature. Liberty is natural. Well, why didn't the Founding Fathers follow that? See, that's the problem we have with public education today. We're told about the pro-slavery Founding Fathers. We never hear about the 70% who were hardcore abolitionists. And those 70% said it violates the laws of nature to have slavery. You can't point to any species in nature that has it doesn't exist. Same thing with abortion. I don't care whether you believe in evolution or creation. There is no species in nature that kills its young still in the womb. Violates all process, evolutionary or created, either one. The same thing with homosexuality. You will find occasional 2 or 3 species out of 10 million have it occasionally. But it's always an aberration. There's nothing natural. It's against the law of nature. That's why the American law books call homosexuality a crime against nature. It wasn't a crime against the Bible. It was a crime against nature. You also have the same thing with property. Every animal, when it's born, will stake out what it believes. But it doesn't matter if it's a snake or a rat or a mouse or a raccoon. It will stake out what it believes to be its property and it will defend that property. It does have property. Now, if you look in the laws of nature as well, you'll also find what's nature tell us about theft? Well, unfortunately, it's very common in nature. My horses, I got several horses. One horse will go take the food from another horse if it has the opportunity, happy to steal food from another horse. What does it tell us about adultery? Adultery is very common in nature. That's why we have 1 bull for every 40 cows. Monogamy is not a common part of nature. Adultery is. How about murder? Murder happens all the time. You ever doubt that? Just see what a skunk does inside a hen house. It will tear chickens apart, not because it eats them, but because it likes to kill them. You have the same thing with incest. Incest is very common, and it's one of the laws of nature. How do we know that? That's why a cowboy will not ride a Mustang. Mustangs have been bred for so many generations. They have no stamina, no strength. We don't use them. Well, my gosh, if you're saying the laws of nature establishes all this, what do you do with all this down here? That's part of the laws of nature. Yeah, but this is where you get the laws of nature's God. This is where God came in and said, look, you're not getting this. Let me help you. Let me just tell you right up front, you don't commit adultery. Let me tell you, you don't murder. Let me tell you, you don't steal. See, the laws of nature and the laws of nature's God, those are those 2 phrases that go together. And the laws of nature and the laws of nature's God, that's what we find in the Scriptures, and that's what became the 7th Amendment of the Constitution. That's why all the legal sources back then said Christianity is part of the common law, part of the 7th Amendment, because it establishes the rights and wrongs. That's why theft is out, that's why rape is out, that's why all these other things are out, because we, either from the laws of nature or the laws of nature's God, we know they're wrong.